Hello my beauties out there, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I am just a crazy lover of all things makeup, all things fun and glittery, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. So if those are things you like to watch, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But in today's video, I'm going to be playing with the two new holiday collections from Unearthly Cosmetics, formerly known as Alien Cosmetics, and I'm just going to play with them, do some swatches, create some looks, and let you guys know my thoughts on them. So if you're interested in seeing all of that, then keep on watching. Alright, my cute little hot apple ciders out there, welcome. I am currently filming from my boyfriend's mother's house. We are visiting her and having a good old fun holiday festive time, and I'm filming from her guest room. So different background, you know, switching it up. Hopefully the lighting's okay because I'm just using the natural light from the window, but I feel like that will be better at seeing like the colors and like natural light instead of studio lighting. I did want to film this when I was home, but I just did not have the time. I filmed so many videos before I left, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to film this one here. So I brought all this stuff with me. So I'm really going to get a good old chance to test out this makeup because this is all I brought to use. But I had to get this up before Christmas hit because this is their holiday collection, and I just want you guys to see it. Now, these things are still available on their website, but I believe these are limited edition products, so once they sell out, they're not going to restock. But the cool thing about these collections is they're not overly Christmas decorated, so you could probably use these things all year round. You can buy it as a late Christmas gift, a gift to yourself, or for the New Year's, but I think these things are beautiful. So let me get into each collection, and then we'll get into the looks and wrap up this video. So the first collection is called In the Dark. This is $52. It comes with a palette, a highlighter, and a gloss. Now I will insert the video of me opening up the holiday box because I don't have the box with me, but it comes in a beautiful holiday box, so perfect for gifting. And you can't buy these things separately. You can only buy it in the set because it's just for the holidays. So I'll show you guys first the gloss that comes in here. This is called Glint. It is a purpley gloss and it has little shimmer specks in it. This looks really pretty. Let's see if it has a smell. Doesn't really smell like much, but I'll swatch it on my hand so you guys can see what it looks like. Yeah, it just has a hint of like purple to it, but there's these little sparkles in it. If you guys can see, it's really pretty. And there's also a highlighter called Flicker. I just love this gothic packaging. Like I said, it doesn't have that whole Christmassy look. You might not even know this was a holiday collection just looking at the packaging. And then this is what it looks like inside. And this one is a greeny highlighter, and it looks so beautiful. I love more unique highlighters. Let's see how this looks on my hand. So this is how it looks. It's not overly green. It's a little icy. We'll have to see how it looks on the cheek. And then here's what the palette looks like. All the packaging is the same. They have the ingredients on the back. And then this is what it looks like inside. Big mirror, and look at these shades. So dark, so gothic, so grunge. Like, this is such a cool take on a holiday palette. It's very different. It's not like the traditional like greens and reds and golds and stuff like that. It's just so dark and vampy. And I just love that they go that direction with most of their makeup. So there's 8 shades in here. It looks like there's 2 metallics and then the rest are mattes. They look like you can pop all of the shades out if you wanted to take them out, rearrange it, put different shades. I feel like this is what they're doing with their like newer releases now. You can kind of customize the palette and move the shades around. And that was everything that was in the Dark collection. And then the next collection they came out with was the Holiday Spirit. This one is $80. It comes with a bigger palette and 3 glosses. So I'll show you guys the glosses first, but this is how they all look. It still has Alien Cosmetics on it. I don't think their packaging is fully switching over until the start of next year. But the first gloss is called Spice. This one looks like a more opaque gloss. Let's see, let's swatch it out here. Oh yeah, this is a way more like opaque gloss. This is what the shade looks like. It's like an orangey gloss. And then the next one is called Candy Cane. This one looks like maybe it's going to be more sheer. My swatches are like terrible right now. But here's Candy Cane. So yeah, see, this one's a little bit more reddish to it. Candy Cane, and then this one is more orangey. And then the last gloss we have here is this one right here. This one looks like it's just like a shimmery pinky kind of gloss, but has a lot of shimmer specks in it. This one is sheer and it has like shimmer suspended in it. There's a slight hint of like red to it. But those are all the glosses from this set. And then the palette, which is the part I'm most excited for. She was saying that this was her like holiday take on a like more grungy palette. And I love that. I love the grunge vibe. So here's what the packaging looks like. The artwork is beautiful. It has that like emo, gothic, grunge, like teenage vibes. And then it has like the plaid in the background. It has like little gifts, little candy cane. And it's holiday-ish, but still not too holiday where it feels overly like Christmassy or anything. I think this is so cute. Totally love the artwork on here. And then this is what it looks like inside. So keeping up with the plaid theming, big old mirror. And this one has 12 shades in it instead of just 8. That's why this collection is a little bit more pricey, but look at these shades. These are beautiful, grungy, but colorful. There's depth in here. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 metallics, and the rest are mattes. And these also are shades you can pop out, rearrange. You can switch the palettes up if you wanted to. But I just love this. Okay, that was everything in the holiday collections. So now I'm going to zoom you guys in and create a look with each palette. Okay, zoomed you guys in. I'm going to start off with the Smells Like Holiday Spirit collection. So I'm going to use the Gloss Spice, the more opaque one. I feel like this is going to just go with what I'm trying to do with this look. So let's do this. Ooh, this feels really nice on the lips. It's so opaque. So here's the gloss. This one is more of a orangey kind of terracotta shade. It feels really good on the lips. It's like really comfortable. It's not overly sticky. And it went on really nice. It has good opacity to it. I like this color. Alright, so let's get into the eyeshadow. So I'm going to stick with the warm tones in this one. I want to use the cool tones, but the other palette is just all cool tones. So I'm going to do a cool tone look on that one. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here called Evergreen. Nice little grungy green. And I'm going to use that through the crease. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Like, I'm just not used to filming with just natural light. Okay, so I'm just gonna fluff this all through the crease as my transition. It's a nice little grungy green shade. I love greens like this. And I'm just gonna blend that all out. Alright, I'm done with that green shade. I did adjust my camera, like I moved a little bit so the lighting would be better. So now I'm gonna go into Smile, the yellowy shade. And I'm going to use that to blend the edge out and make it even more warm and grungy. I love using a yellow to blend out a green shade. They just go so well together. Alright, there we go. I feel like the shadows are extra soft, extra blendable, and I already love Unearthly Cosmetics formula, but I feel like this is even better. Like, these shadows are so soft and silky. So now I want to go into the shade called Yule, and I'm going to use that on the outer corner to deepen up my eye look. Of course, you know I like to keep things on the deeper side, so I'm just going to focus that all on the outer corner, bring it a little bit into the crease. So now I want to do the lower lash line. I want to use the shade called Fireplace, and I'm going to use that in the front part. Well, I'm going to use it on most of the lower lash line. Now I want to use a little bit of Mist You, the red shade. And I'm going to use that on the outer edge. Wow. I barely dug into the pan. And like just bam on the pigmentation. And this one's more like a bright like tomato red. So now I want to get into the metallic. So I don't have any glitter primer with me, and normally I would lay down some glitter primer, but I just wet my brush. That works too. I totally forgot to pack it, but I want to get into the shade called Gingerbread. It is like a goldy brown shade. I'm going to pick that up with my damp brush, and I'm going to use that all over the lid. Ooh, yeah, it's like a kind of maybe like a taupey brownie metallic. It's not really gold. But it's pretty, and it's going on the lid really nicely with this damp brush. And now I'm going to go in with my finger a little bit and smooth over. I do feel like the metallic feels quite firmly pressed in the pad. So now I want to get into the shade Rebel. I have to use this limey green. I got my pencil brush. I did wet it a little bit. And I just want to pop that right here. Just have a nice little pop of bright green. Wow, that is so reflective and bright. I love shades like this for the inner corner. I love it. Oh my god, my inner corner is popping. I love these kind of shades. It is like a bright greeny yellowy shade that's a little iridescent. It looks so beautiful. Gosh, it really makes like the inner corner stand out. Alright, so now I'm gonna go off camera, do my liner, do something in the waterline, put on some mascara, and I will be right back. Alright, I am back, and here's the completed look. So you guys can see how it came out. I love the color combination. So I had to improvise because I totally forgot to pack eyeliner, and I always forget something in my makeup bag. No matter what, there's always one thing missing every time I go on a trip. The last time I think I forgot mascara. So this time I forgot liner. So what I did was I went in with Yule, this shade right here, created like a full little wing up there. And then I went in with Rebel in the waterline, which I think worked out perfectly at brightening up the waterline. And then I also went in with the Thrive mascara to complete the look. And I actually really love how this turned out. What do you guys think? You'll have to let me know. Alright, but that was everything. So let's now get into the In the Dark collection. I'm back. I took off the other look. I had a little breakfast break. So now we're going to get into the other palette. So I'm going to start off by using the highlighter in the collection. The Flicker one with the greeny shift. I'm going to take the Alien Cosmetics brush and what is this, A4 to put it on. So let's see. Is it too green? I mean, it definitely has a green shift to it, but nothing crazy. I've used green highlighters before that like the shift is super green. I feel like this is almost a wearable green highlighter because it has the iciness with that hint of green to it. I don't know, do you guys wear colored highlighters that have like different color reflexes to them? I like to. I think it's fun. I know not everybody does that. Like they, you know, usually stick to the more neutral, icy champagne shades. The more wearable, but I actually think this is wearable. I think this highlighter is really pretty. It's very on point for the brand. So now I want to use the gloss in the collection too before we get into the palette. This one is more sheer with a hint of purple with little shimmer specks. Yeah, it's just a slight purple hue to it, but it's basically more of a transparent gloss with a hint of color. This would probably look really nice topped over like a lipstick or like a liquid lipstick. So now let's get into the palette. I'm going to start off with Ascend, the purple shade, and I'm going to use that through the crease as my transition shade. And just really blend that out all over. That's doing really good for a purple. It's blending out very nicely. Now the shade feels a lot more firmly pressed in the pan, so you kind of have to dig into it a little harder to pick up the pigment. But once you do that, the pigmentation is really nice on the lid. So you just have to kind of press harder to use that shade. It's not as soft as the mattes that are in the Smell Like Holiday Spirit palette, but it's still good. So now I'm going to go into Paranormal, and I'm going to use that on the outer and inner portion because I'm just feeling a more halo eye look today. I saw a lot of looks with the halo eye with this palette, and I just thought it was so beautiful. And the owner did a look, like a halo eye look, when she did her reveal of the holiday collections, and I thought it was beautiful. So just kind of mimicking that vibe. And do you guys see how pigmented this blue is? Wow, That is a very pigmented blue, and it's going on really nicely. So now I want to do the lower lash line. I'm just going to go in with Ascend. I don't usually like to do the halo part on the lower lash line. I just think it looks weird on my eye. So I'm just going to stick the purple down here. Now I'm going to go into the shade called, I think it's Preternatural. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's a deeper purple. I'm going to use that on the outer edge, just to kind of deepen out the outer corner of the bottom. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice deep purple shade. Just connecting it up to the blue. Okay, so lower lash line is done. Now I want to go into Illusion. And I'm just going to use my finger and just set that all in the center. I'm not even going to lay down any like concealer. I'm just going to tap it there just to keep it simple. Do you guys see that? Do you see how stunning this shade is? And this shade is a little bit more sheer, so you could just top this over anything and just really transform that shade, whatever shade you put this on. Oh my god, like you can put that over the purple or the blue. That is stunning. That is a stunning metallic. Wow. I just knew I had to use this shade. It was so beautiful. And it just looks so gorgeous in the pan. And then the very last shade I want to use is this one called, I think it's Numinous. This one looks like a white iridescent with like a pink shift to it. And I'm going to use that all in the inner corner as my poppy shade. This is an iridescent with like a shift to it. It's picking out pretty blue on camera, but it also has like a violet shift to it inside the pan. These are such stunning metallics in here. They're like so special and reflective and shifty. All right, there we go. I feel like this shade, you could even use it maybe as like a highlighter if you wanted to do a unique highlighter. But I love how this turned out. All the shades worked really nicely together. So now I'm going to go off camera, finish up the look, and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and here is the completed look. Very dark, very dramatic, but this palette overall is very dark, and I just love how it turned out. I think this is my favorite one out of the two looks. But what I did off camera was I went into the In the Dark palette and I went into the In the Dark shade. It's a very deep blackened purple bluey shade. It's not completely black. There's a purpley blue hue to it, but it was really pretty. Just created a wing, used that in the waterline, and then I went in with the Thrive mascara, and that is how I completed this look. So now I'm going to zoom you guys out and give you my like final first impressions on both collections. Alright, we are finally at the end of this video, and it's taking me forever to film this because I keep stopping to go hang out, to go eat. So I need to wrap this video up so I can get back to the holiday festivities. But both collections are really beautiful. I was really impressed with each one. I don't think you can go wrong with either collection. It's more like just based on what your makeup aesthetic is or what the person you're shopping for makeup aesthetic is, because the quality is really good in both. And they both speak to me because my aesthetic is grungy eyeshadows as well as dark colorful eyeshadows. So I'm happy I have both of them. But the Smells Like Holiday Spirit one is so fun, so colorful, so grungy. I love this color combination here. I feel like you can create so many looks, and it's a unique take on a holiday palette. There's warm grungy shades in here, there's cool tones in here. You could even pull off a more like neutral eye look with this. So I'm very happy. I feel like the mattes in here are really soft. They're extra soft and extra silky. I feel like they feel slightly different from the other palettes, but they're just as good, pigmented, blendable. And then the metallics are a little bit more firmly pressed in the pan. They remind me of like the shades that are in like the Witching Hour palette or the Strawberry Milkshake palette. And this lime shade right here makes an amazing inner corner highlight. So very beautiful. I love the artwork. I thought the glosses in the collection were really nice. The glosses aren't sticky. They're very comfortable on the lips, but they do feel very hydrating. I really like the Spice shade that I used in the first look, but they're all really nice. Just these two are more sheer. One has sparkles in it, the other one doesn't, and then this one is a more opaque terracotta orangey shade. And then the In the Dark collection, I love the gothic dark vibes of this. The shades are beautiful. The two metallics are really beautiful, shifty, they're special. They make beautiful inner corner highlights. They work beautiful on the lids. I feel like you can top either one of these on any shadow and really transform that shade. The mattes in here are pigmented. They are just more firmly pressed into the pan, so you have to dig a little harder to pick up the shade, but once you do that, they go on the eyes really nicely. They're just not as soft as the mattes that are in the Smells Like Holiday Spirit palette, but still, they're both really good quality. I'm happy with them. I think the gloss is pretty. It has a slightly purple tint to it, a little bit of sparkle, and it's the same formula as the other glosses, and the highlighter is really pretty. It has a green shift, but I feel like it's a more wearable green kind of highlighter. It's not overly green. There's somewhat of an iciness to it, and this would also make a really nice inner corner highlight or like a shade topper on the lid. But overall, I think they're both very, very good, very high quality, the usual quality that you get from Unearthly Cosmetics. But hopefully this video was helpful in helping you decide whether you want to pick up these collections or not, or just gave you some look inspirations if you already picked up these collections. But please let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you like the looks I created? Have you tried Unearthly Cosmetics? Did you pick up any of these collections? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy fun, colorful makeup content, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Don't forget to check out the description below. I'll have the collections linked. I'll have the other makeup I'm wearing on my face linked. I will also have other videos of mine, other videos I did on Unearthly Cosmetics palettes, and my contact information and social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_beauty. If you want to check me out over there, I would really, really love that. Anyways, guys, I hope you are having a wonderful holiday season, a wonderful Christmas if you do celebrate, and I hope you guys are all doing well wherever you are in the world. And I'm just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.